So hello, today we are going to rank the Prussian kings. There will be two versions of this video, one in German, one in English, but today we are going to rank the Prussian monarchs in English. Before we get started, I'd like to talk about an honorable mention. This was Frederick William, the Great Elector. He managed to make Brandenburg Prussia one of the most powerful countries within the Holy Roman Empire. When he became elector, Prussia, or Brandenburg Prussia, was a very poor country, but he managed to strengthen the army, and he was also a very liberal ruler for that time, meaning that he allowed French Calvinists and Protestants to settle in Berlin, thus making it a more populous place. He was technically not a king, but however he managed to help his son becoming one. So now let's rank the Prussian kings. Number 9, Wilhelm II. His aggressive foreign policy isolated Germany and made it lose its alliance. Although he is not the only one to blame for the outbreak of World War I, he is to be blamed for his actions, just like giving Austria the blanket check. World War I costed millions of lives and would eventually lead to the fall of the German Empire. 8. Frederick William IV. A passive ruler that did not really care about the kingdom. Contemporaries considered Prussia to be in decay for most of his reign. During the Revolution of 1848, he did not accept the imperial crown, thus making the revolution fail. 7. Frederick William II. The successor to Frederick the Great, but probably less glorious. He isolated Prussia in order to fight revolutionary France, only to eventually lose against France in 1794. 6. Frederick III. There isn't really much to say about him, given that he only ruled for 99 days. He is said to have had liberal ideas, but was unable to reform the state due to throat cancer. Well, at least he did not destroy the empire just like his son. 5. Frederick William III. His reign wasn't a success at the beginning, considering the Battle of Jena and Auerstedt, but thanks to his beautiful and intelligent wife, he formed a resistance against Napoleon and was one of the major players in the conquest of Vienna, which eventually enlarged Prussia, and his reign is also very important out of a religious perspective. 4. Frederick I, the first king in Prussia. Even though contemporaries and even his own grandson did not consider him a capable monarch, he managed to keep his newly formed kingdom in place. However, he was good at wasting money, and Prussia was very poor when he died. 3. William I. He picked the right man at the right time, Bismarck. Wilhelm should be credited for letting this highly capable chancellor do the job. He was a very popular monarch. However, he could have intervened more when Bismarck's policy against the Catholics within Germany escalated, since the constitution would have let Wilhelm do something. 2. Frederick William I. A highly capable monarch, and I was even tempted to make him number 1. He arranged the finances, strengthened the military, and managed to create a highly organized kingdom. Due to the decay of arts and culture and his reportedly difficult character, he is not number 1, but his son, Frederick the Great. He made Prussia a dominant power. His wars might have been long, but most of them managed to end in a rather favorable way for Prussia. A ruler of the Enlightenment, he pursued the ideas of the same, and he also built great palaces in Berlin. When he died in 1786, Prussia was a strong and independent kingdom. So this was my ranking of the. If you disagree with this ranking, please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.